Welcome. Please stand as Lena leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now please join me in the Rotary four-way test. Of the things we think, say, and do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you. You may be seated.
Okay, Bobby has the microphone for guests and visitor introductions.
The president has told me that under penalty of death, I'm not allowed to hand this microphone to anyone. So I will be holding it in front of you. And so the idea is you don't get to make too long of a speech because we have a lot of guests. Hi. What's your name?
My name is Sarah.
Dan? Dan is an exception. I'm giving him the mic.
Thank you. Thank you, Bobby. So we have with us today a bumper crop of absolutely wonderful recipients of Study Abroad Scholarship Awards. And I'm going to hand the mic around to each of the 8 of them so that they can tell you their major at CU and where they're going.
Hi, my name is Noah Margali. I'm studying electrical and computer engineering at CU, and I'll be headed to France. And I just wanted to thank you all for helping me get there. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Winston Mosley. I'm studying mechanical engineering, and I'm going to Barcelona, Spain. So thank you all.
Hi everyone, my name is Kira Hook and I'm studying International Affairs and Spanish Education. I'm going to be heading to Sevilla in Spain and I'm really excited. So thank you so much for all of your support.
Hi, my name is Sarah Fowle. I'm studying integrative physiology at CU with a minor in Spanish, and I'll also be headed to Sevilla. Thank you for your help.
Hi everyone, my name is Zoe Myers and I will be I'm studying operations management in the business school at CU. I will be heading to Florence, Italy, and I just wanted to thank everyone on the committee as well as all of you for making it possible.
Hi all, my name is Katya Lean. I'm studying marketing and philosophy at CU and I'm going to Uppsala, Sweden. And it's great to look around this room of community members knowing that you all are behind me and supporting all of us today. Thank you.
Hi there, my name is Jane Colliard. I'm studying marketing at the Leeds School of Business and I will be headed to Prague. And I just want to thank you all for your help and support. I really appreciate it.
Sorry about that, Mr. Brady. They did a lovely job, though.
Okay. Hello, I'm Scott. I'm a new member here. I have 2 guests today. I have my father, Tom Hancock, a retired Air Force colonel, and my uncle, Jeff Hancock, a 2-decade-plus Rotarian and retired State Farm agent from Estes Park.
Welcome, gentlemen. Pam, let me get behind you so the camera will show you instead of me.
Okay. I'm Pam Malsbender, and my guest is Norma Portnoy, who is a retired healthcare administrator and a past Rotarian of over 10 years. And I've known Norma on and off over the years here in Boulder County as a very committed social servant, so I'm happy to have her here with us.
Welcome, Norma. Merrill.
Hi, I'd like to introduce you to Randy Butler, right over here from Texas. He's a recovering trial lawyer, and he's now involved with peacemaking and mediation. So we're happy to have him interested in our club.
Thank you, Merrill.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. I'm Carrie McIlvain, and my 2 guests today, my friend Lauren is here from the East Coast. I went to mortuary school with her, so I invited her for lunch. And then Serban Marasini, who works for Edward Jones here in Boulder, and we're going to be starting his paperwork, hopefully, to get in.
Welcome, Nancy.
Nothing good to do. How are you? Okay. Hi, my name is Nancy Chin Wagner, and today we have a visiting guest. Her name is Elizabeth Daly. She's a Rotarian at the Cedar Rapids, Iowa, called Cedar Rapids Daybreak Rotary Club, and she's been a Rotarian for 23 years. She's district chair for the District Youth Exchange for the last 5 years, and she's visiting her daughter, who lives in Superior, for the last 12.
Welcome.
Hi, I'm very pleased to have Kate Cumbo here as my guest. She has been here before, was one of our speakers for International Day of Peace last year. And I've known her for many years in her role as development director for Peace Jam. What I didn't know is that now she is the executive director of Peace Jam, and we are looking at more ways to partnership and collaborate with Peace Jam.
Welcome.
So I would love to introduce Tracy Fenton. She is just checking out Rotary. She is the CEO and founder of World Blue, which is a business education company. And I went to the website. It was really cool. It's a very good website. She is an author, and she actually spoke at your Cedar Rapids Rotary, if you can believe it. But I would love you all to say hello and show her Rotary's great face.
Welcome. Gary.
So my guest today for the second time is Fred Brodman, who's now been proposed for membership. I encourage you all to look at his bio in the rib. He's a journalist who became a communications and a vice president of a large firm in New York, and he's written books for children, for sixth graders, and I could go on, but
Please do.
Okay. And he's got a great sense of humor. You need to get to know this guy. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome, Fred.
Tom Stiers introducing Stuart Hoover. Stuart is the director of the Department of Media Studies and Religious Study at CU. He's recently returned from a trip to Ghana. Yeah.
Welcome, Steve.
Is that it? Okay, great. Well, welcome, guests. It's one of our commitments here. One of our goals to make sure that this hour and a half is a highlight of your week. So thank you for being here. The best place to be on a Friday afternoon. So a couple of announcements. Immediate past President Marty Evans had hip surgery earlier this week. She's doing great. She's at home. There's a card going around. So if you're looking at the card for like a long time, you're supposed to pass it on. So that's the way that thing works. Journals, if you're part of the journaling program, pick up your journal on the way out. Pam said, make sure you do that. So I've just done that. We have 2 tickets for this Sunday's ladies basketball, women's basketball. They're free. I guess they're on a winning streak. They've hardly lost, what, 1 game, I think. Anyone? Marianne Jarris, they're yours. You got it. I'll put them right here. Next thing is the California fires. Okay, they've been devastating. And this past week, the foundation, the Boulder Rotary Club Foundation and your Boulder Rotary Club, we've wondered what we could do to help them out. We had a devastating flood here in our community in 2013. And in 2013, Daryl was president, and there were 13,000 given to us by Denver clubs, nationwide, and even clubs internationally. And so over the last week, we've put our heads together and said, what could we do to help out those that have been affected in California? So Paradise and Chico and Durham are all real close to each other. And they're all like within, 15 to 30 minutes of each other. And so in Paradise, kids have lost everything. Okay, I mean, their homes, schools, and so their kids are going to school over in Chico and some of the other surrounding areas. They've lost all of their school supplies. So Norris Hermsmeyer, past president Norris Hermsmeyer, has some family relatives there in Chico. And so we reached out to them and found a great program through the Durham, which is just south of Chico, Durham Rotary Club, that has a backpack program. Okay, we as a club have sponsored and started a backpack program called the Crayons to Calculators. So this seemed like a natural fit. So on your behalf as a club and as a foundation, we are giving $2,000 to the Durham Club Foundation, a 501c3, to help them out. In addition, if you would like to also contribute, I have put their address on the bottom of the agenda. And if you also want to do it online, there's a way to do that. Contact me and we'll get you that online information. But they gave, when we needed it in 2013, clubs were very generous. Now it's our turn as a club to be generous towards them. So I just wanted to kind of share that with you. And this is the kind of stuff that when you give to the Boulder Rotary Club Foundation, whether it's through monthly contributions, whether or not it's through a signature event, whether or not it is through Club 1919, it allows us to do things like this. So that being said, we're going to have Carol Griever come on up and give this week's vignette. We are 100 years old this year, and so every week we get a little piece, a little nugget of our history. And today we get to hear about Christmas parties, right?
Right.
Yeah, all right.
And children.
Children, too.
In the 1990s, in addition to holiday festivities for the grown-ups, Boulder Rotary also held Christmas parties for the children and grandchildren of club members. Bob Bradfield wrote this report for a 1991 December Rib newsletter. Despite the fact that Boulder's schools were not yet out for the vacation, a surprisingly large number of little people were present. Really little people. It was a scene of constant motion. Santa and a Christmas camel made an appearance, as did a genie who told stories to the group. She held up a tiny apple-cheeked youngster from the audience dressed in a bright red costume complete with tassels. He was, she explained, an elf in training. Fortunately, Santa soon appeared, a very skinny Santa. He thanked Ray Hauser, who led the singing, and President John Kotke, who kept things moving whenever needed. Did John ask Santa the first question? The Rib wondered. In 1994, George Russell, attired in a Dickensian costume complete with top hat, read a story about 4 elves: Elf Lonnie, Elf Jim, Elf Bill, and Elf Gary. All had been found guilty of pranks, unseemly for Santa's elf corps, and had been sentenced to live in Boulder, a strange community, for a period of 1,000 years. They spent their time building toys for children, continued George, and the children would vote on whether they liked the toys or not. If not, the elves would have to remain in their Boulder exile. After Santa had emptied his bag of toys and gifts, the ballots were tallied. Alas, there was one unfavorable vote. The elves would have to stay in Boulder. Some of them may still be here.
Okay, next up is Sam Pottinger. Would you mind coming up? And Michelle Carpenter, would you mind coming as well and being all ready for us? In the meantime, grab your raffle ticket, because I have the winning number right here in my hands. So one of you is a lucky winner of this week's raffle. Here is the number: 827-4853. Someone's got to be happy. Steve Walker, are you happy? No, you're just stretching. Yeah, who's happy? 4853. Okay, we're going to the going once, going twice, going. Okay, I'm going to the backup. Going to the backup. You have another chance. 827 4847. Who's happy? All right, Willie. Yeah. Okay, come on up, Sam. We'll get you paid out, Willie.
Okay. You know you're getting older when you walk from the back up here and you're out of breath. Anyhow, how many in this room believe that peace is possible? Raise your hand. Oh my gosh, it's about half of you. Overall, I guess it's somewhere about 30%. Rotary believes that peace is possible. And as chair of the Peace Builders Committee, I'm very happy that we are sponsoring the Holocaust tour here at the Boulder Jewish Community Center, and want to thank Jancy Campbell for putting it in the hall, all the hard work. It's totally filled. However, they're going to be running till about the 14th. So if you want to go see it, you can do it directly through the Jewish Community Center. I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be a pretty emotional thing. I know I talked to a couple of our members of the Jewish faith, and they said they just couldn't get behind promoting it. It's just too emotional. My wife, Gail, said she couldn't go. She just couldn't go. Today is what? Do you know what today is? Pearl Harbor. Remember how we hated the Japs? And we hated the Nazis? America likes to hate people. Oh, we hate the Democrats, we hate Obama, and we hate, what's his name? Ronald, let's see. I always forget names. President Trump. So we have this great thing of hating things. But the Peace Builder Committee believes that there's other ways, but you have to change. You have to change the culture. And Rotary is just about finished eradicating, and I'm using the wrong word, polio, getting rid of polio on the face of the earth. But I think that we might now go for getting rid of war. Wouldn't that be nice? This month, there's something like 29 holidays and feasts, including Hanukkah and Christmas and what have you. 29. And so many Christians, I'm a Christian, sort of, most of the time. You say Merry Christmas. But I was thinking the other day, with 29 different things happening, it's a lot more than just Merry Christmas. And every day, every single day is a special day. In fact, every day is a holy day or holiday. And so words can make a big difference. When we greet people this year, we might say something along the lines of Happy Holiday and Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah or whatever. If we talk more about getting together and doing things, that's the difference. It starts so slow. When you think in 1941 to 1945 or so, 6 million Jews were executed, over 2 million in gas chambers thinking they're going to take a shower. Gays, gypsies, another 9 million killed. Remember before the Berlin Wall, when the wall came down? We didn't know who to hate when the wall went down. Anyhow, folks, consider the Holocaust and consider the season. Happy holiday. Merry Christmas.
My name is Michelle Carpenter, and I'm here to make a brief announcement, really brief announcement, Mike, about an exciting opportunity for you all this summer. How many of you have wished that you had somebody to boss around in your office this summer? There you go. There's a couple of you out there. Okay, so each summer, the I Have the Dream Foundation here in Boulder County partners with students of ours at Boulder High School and also those from Boulder Housing Partners to do paid internships. So the students participate in an internship boot camp in April where they learn things like interviewing skills and how to answer the phone, spreadsheets, Excel, Word documents, that kind of piece. Then they go ahead and do interviews with organizations, companies like yours. Last year we had 29 youth that were placed in paid positions throughout Boulder County. This year we have up to 100 students that are looking for a summer internship. One of my 11th grade students had this to offer about what he learned in his summer internship. My summer internship taught me how to work in an office environment and interact with people who are older than me. I was able to network with some of the people at CU, he was placed at CU, and build a personal connection with them. I learned a lot from this internship and gained new experiences like working with a boss. So what we're wondering is if you might be interested in hosting one of these interns. On the morning of February 15th, it seems like far away, but it's really closer than that, at 7:30 till 9 a.m. at the Google office over here on Pearl, there'll be an internship breakfast event where you can learn more about this. So here's some ways you can get involved. You can take on one of these wonderful young people and teach them things like how to work for a boss. You can underwrite the cost for a local nonprofit to do that. You can provide volunteers to conduct mock interviews. You can tell people about this, and you can become a named sponsor. So this will be thanks to Daryl and Cassidy. It'll be in the announcements. Contact information will be on there. If you have any further questions, let me know. Thanks so much.
In celebration of our 100th anniversary this year, we're very excited to team up with the Boulder Daily Camera to produce a Boulder Rotary Centennial Celebration Guide. This will be a multi-page insert that'll be published on Sunday, March 31st, in advance of our 100th birthday on April 1st, and it'll reach 35,000 local residents. And this opportunity really allows our club to expand awareness for the impact that we've had over the past 100 years, by featuring content that touches on our past, our present, and our future. We see this as an important marketing tool to get our story out and attract new members who will shape our club's future. A similar insert was published to celebrate our 75th anniversary. I have a copy here thanks to Sue Deans. The front page is a pretty funny picture of two men working out on a playground type thing that our club supported, apparently. But we did this to celebrate our 75th year and excited to do it for our 100th year. So as a Boulder Rotarian, we're excited to offer you an opportunity to associate your business or your organization with our centennial celebration by placing an ad. And this ad can be an ad of congratulations, an ad about your business, and the number of ads sold will dictate the size of our insert. So we're really hoping for your support in making this piece not just good, but great. A variety of ad spaces are available. You can design your own ad or the camera will design it for free for you. Ad pricing is really reduced from standard daily camera rates, and 10% of the ad sales will be returned to us to support the good works of our Rotary Club. Many of you have already confirmed your ads, so we thank you for that. And if you haven't yet reserved your space, you can let me know. Otherwise, full details have also been published in the RIB. For more information, to contact the Daily Camera to reserve. And on behalf of the PR committee, we are interested in hearing your thoughts on stories that you'd like to see included in the insert. We're working on these stories over the next couple months. I know Danny Lindow, for example, had talked about featuring information on the 4-way test. So if there's something within your committee that you think is noteworthy that we should include and get out there to the community, please let us know. We're looking for your ideas and photos. Thank you.
continuing with our theme of celebrating our 100th anniversary, I wanted to give you a quick update on one of our legacy projects. And these are projects that we have committed to do to leave a physical presence in the community of celebrating the accomplishments and the good works of Boulder Rotary. One of those 3 projects that we're doing is the establishment of hydration stations, water bottle filling stations in 3 locations in the community. This is what they look like. They're heavy-duty outdoor water bottle filling stations. And we had originally agreed to put those stations in 3 different locations. One at Scott Carpenter Park, one at East Boulder Rec Center, and one at the new civic area. But there's been a couple of construction issues and delays with 2 of those locations, so we now have 2 new locations, which we're really excited about and feel like they're even better than the original locations. We're still doing the East Boulder Rec Center one, but we're also going to have one at the Eben Fine Park, right in the center of the park, at that wonderful structure there. And then the second one, the second replacement location will be at the Boulder Library, right at the new playground that's being set up out there. So we're really pleased that this progress is going on and that these projects will be completed before the end of our centennial year.
Great. Yes. Okay. So just again to remind you, the reason that we can do these wonderful Centennial Legacy projects is because of the wonderful generosity of you Boulder Rotarians. And we do this through our Club 1919, where we are inviting members to become a member of Club 1919 by making a donation to the Centennial Fund, which is held by our own Boulder Rotary Foundation. And again, one of our goals when we started this was to be able to raise enough money for our centennial projects. Well, beyond that, because indeed we are beyond that at this point in time, we also want to establish a fund that will be available to us as we start our second 100 years of good works in the Boulder community in honor of our centennial year. What Mike just mentioned earlier today at our meeting about the fires in California is a perfect example. By having this centennial fund funded by our centennial celebration allows us to do these kind of things and many more as we go into the year. So just to remind you, at this point in time, we are presently accepting membership in Club 1919 at the level of $191.90. And as you think of year-end giving, we would really want you to consider that. Our objective, one of our goals of the Centennial Committee, and if you look at the back of your agenda, you'll see a wonderful little thermometer that Dave Allen, our great graphics designer, prepared for us. We want to have 100% participation in this centennial year celebration. We want all Rotarians to be involved in this. And if you look at the little graph right now, you will see, where's the little graph, Fred? Right there. We are at about 36%, if my math is correct. So we've got a ways to go. But our hope is that by the time of our celebration in April, we will be at, or I don't know if you can exceed 100%. So anyway, it's an exciting year. Let's all be in this together, and we want to see everyone become a member of Club 1919. Thank you very much.
Great, great. Okay, Carl, you're here to introduce our speaker. Thank you, Nathan. What a treat, what a treat. Cassidy and Scott, would you mind coming up, and Frank? We have some new member inductees. While they're coming up, remember when I made that joke about Marty's card and that if you're looking at it, you're supposed to pass it along? Someone wasn't listening. So if you have the card, pass it around because we don't know where it is. So there you go. Also, a little snafu on today's. You get scanned in as you go through. Well, the computer had a hiccup. So we're going to be collecting them on the way out into a little bin. So see, like Sue's holding up. That is not a trash container. That is a very sophisticated badge collection utility. Cassidy, come on over.
Hi. Sweetie. Not often the president calls you sweetie, but whatever. So it is my great pleasure to introduce Scott Hancock to you. And it is an especial pleasure because, that's probably not a word, I'm sorry, because his dad and his uncle are here today too. Scott is one of our newest members, and we're really pleased to have him here. He owns a company called Optimal IT Consulting. It's a hardware procurement and consulting business here in Boulder. And I don't know that he told his dad this, but in his bio, what he wanted us to know about him, he told us that he is the son of an Air Force colonel and that his family instilled the guiding principles of integrity and dedicated workmanship in all that he does. So, good job, Dad. After graduating with a political science degree from a university that I actually had to look up, Christopher Newport University, in 2006, he launched himself in a lot of different directions. But what was really interesting is he was on a plane and sitting next to a gentleman that talked to him about his business in California. And essentially, Scott talked himself into a job. And I don't really understand what it was. It was value-added reseller technology in Orange County, California, and he threw himself into that wholeheartedly. He followed up. He interviewed with the gentleman, got the job, and ended up wearing shorts to work and being in charge of his own success. That was a great challenge for Scott. He went on to found his own business based on all that he learned there, and he's been working in that industry for more than a decade now. When he's considering challenging opportunities, Scott lives by the motto, the worst thing that can happen is nothing. Scott expects to prove his value in every aspect of his life and really wants to embrace Rotary in the same way. I really want you to say hello and to welcome Scott. Good job.
Come on up, Frank. It is my pleasure to introduce Frank Deck. You ever meet somebody and you're like, wow, that guy is interesting? Well, you're going to say that in a minute or two. Because, and I want to try to be pithy, but you have got to talk to him to find out what a long and an interesting life he's led so far. Raised in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He was on a ranch in a small town. He rode horses. He went over to polo, and then he was recruited by schools and decided to go to CU Boulder. At age 6, he started to learn karate. He's a 5th degree black belt in 3 martial arts. He's earned the titles Shihan. Correct. Very good, thank you, sir. Shihan and Sensei. He studied over 30 styles of martial arts, including Dokodo. Dokodo consists of Zen precepts. One of those precepts is to never stray from the way. And within this discipline, there's a precept called Mishi. Mishi explains that Mishi is the same for everything, and everything has its own Mishi. And with this in principle in mind, he started MishiConsulting.com, which is a group of consultants applying Zen to business and life coaching. Frank has also started BoulderKempo.com, a martial arts dojo. He's done fine arts photography, art history, business management, and entrepreneurs. He has 3 degrees. He's been around the world as a photojournalist, documenting poverty in Uganda, Softku in the Republic of Georgia. His wife, Katrina, is a hydrologist, and he's got a dog, Polaris, which he breeds. He envisions a future in politics where he can affect positive change and look forward to donating his time in Rotary, just like his grandmother did. Please welcome a very interesting guy, Frank Deck. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Awesome. Here we go. Thank you. Okay, next up we have, what do we have next up? Well, I left my agenda. How about an announcement video? We got an announcement video? Or do we want to do birthdays? Birthdays!
Okay, we have a man who needs no introduction. He just needs a conclusion. Daryl Brown, happy birthday.
Well, thanks, George. Never know what you're going to get there, but we like it. So as Boulder Rotary's youngest member, I did want to thank all of you Yeah, that's probably not a four-way test, but I want to thank all of you for our fellowship, our time together, all the great work that you do, and another trip around the sun. You're a gift to me, and so thank you all. And don't forget to sit at the birthday table and remember the scholarship fund.
Thank you, Daryl.
Thank you very much. Happy birthday, everybody.
Is that it? Announcement video.
Rotarians and guests, thank you for being here today. What a great meeting. We are Boulder Rotary, and we are service above self.
Share a gift this holiday season. You can donate unwrapped toys and gifts or cash, and the last day to donate is on the 14th. You can sign up on the website, or you can talk to Joanne Jocelyn. Share a gift.
Brighten the holiday for a youth within your community. The next meeting of the BRC Book Club is going to be Tuesday, January 15th from 5 to 6:30 at Darla Sheets Home. They're reading The First 1,000 Days, A Crucial Time for Mothers and Children and the World by Roger Thoreau. For more information or let us know you're coming, contact co-chairs Darla or Sue Deeds.
Holocaust by Bullets. The JCC has arranged for a private tour for the Boulder Rotary members and their guests or spouses. The tour has been scheduled for Sunday, December 9th from 5 to 7 p.m. There is no cost, but they do ask that you sign up.
And the State of the State Luncheon is going to be held Tuesday, January 8th, 2019, and will include a mental health and wellness symposium presented by Rotarians and an advocacy coalition of District 5450. Sign up with the link on the rib.
Join us for next week's program, which will be John Gunther and the CU Jazz Combo and holiday music.
And no PowerPoint for the next couple of weeks, and we're going to see you in January. But from November 1st to January 15th, there are approximately 29 holidays observed by the world's major religions.
If you are enjoying the holidays abroad or nestling in your home, enjoy it with your family and your friends and with music.
And for those that have passed and those that cannot be with us during the holiday, wherever you're at and whatever you're going to be doing, light your holidays and look for and revel in the season and for peace.
Oh, Sparky, you are a Rotarian.
And yes, here's to a wonderful 2019, celebrating with all of you 100 years of Boulder Rotary Club. Be the inspiration. Now everybody, say it with us now. Have a great holiday.
Yeah, next Friday's program is going to be great. It's a holiday program. We're going to have a 45 minutes of jazz, and it's going to be celebratory, and we're going to have a toast at the end. It's going to be awesome. So please come and bring all your friends. So I would like to end today's meeting with a little bit of gratitude that really one person can start the ball rolling. When I talked earlier today about the Durham, the foundation there and helping the victims of the California fires. Marion Jarris reached out to me about a week and a half ago. She's like, Mike, there's something that I think that we can do here, but I'm not quite sure what it was. So I wanted to thank you, Marion, for starting that ball rolling. The membership committee started talking about it. Then we brought in the Boulder Rotary Club board. Then we brought in the Rotary Club Foundation board. And all of a sudden we had everyone on board saying, what can we do to help them out? And so that's really the end result. But it really started with Marion saying, you know what, I think there's a need here, and that's something that we can do. So we can all make a difference. So thank you for that. Thank you to those that helped set up the meeting, our greeters, etc., the raffle. Just have a wonderful weekend. It takes a lot to put this meeting together, and I appreciate that. Meeting adjourned. Thank you.